Welcome back, y'all, to the next episode of Movies, Music, Martial Arts. Today, I am joined by special guest and jiu-jitsu coach, Ryan Quinn. Thank you for joining us, brother. Been a long time. So I train out of ITC under Professor Quinn, who is a Henzo black belt. But anyway, you could get into all of that.
Happy to be here. Good to see you. I don't get to see you in person, so at least I get to see you through a computer screen.
That's how it's been, man. I've been doing a lot of stuff remotely lately. I'm in a bit of a bubble because of my personal situation. You know, my girl's about to give birth in July, so I'm trying to keep.
Congratulations, man. I mean, the kid's yours, right?
What's that?
The kid's yours?
The kid is mine, yeah. As far as I know, the kid is mine.
You didn't say so.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to take as many precautions as I can and keep it safe, but putting her health before mine kind of thing. But I definitely look forward to getting back. Yeah. I look forward to getting back out there and get some training back in, man. I can't wait. So in the meantime, I've been, doing some exercising at home and going for runs and stuff like that.
You getting huge? Show me some biceps.
What's that?
You getting huge? Show me the biceps, bro. Pull the sleeves up. Yo.
Doing some kettlebells at home. Well, a little bit of lifting, but I'm trying to integrate things with like mobility, some cardio, and a little bit of weights, but step by step for me, man. I'm taking it day by day. I still have a lot of weight to lose. So.
Yeah. Yo, dude, I started lifting weights. I got hurt like 2 weeks in.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
How? It's not warming up or going too heavy?
Yeah, pretty much, man. I think the problem is I do jiu-jitsu twice a day. So doing like, let's say deadlifts or whatever, 75% of my body, 80% can lift 400 pounds, no problem.
Yeah.
20% of my body can only lift 50 pounds.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a dilemma right there.
Are like real strong, and then some of them are just like getting crushed.
What are you doing? Kind of like a little bit of everything, deadlifts, kettlebells, stuff like that?
Yeah, I was doing, just like barbell training and stuff. It was supposed to be designed for jiu-jitsu, so you'd think that I would be good at it, but apparently not.
I hear kettlebells core, like a lot of the core stuff that you get from kettlebell training helps with, the jiu-jitsu core strength, I guess,
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I mean, you want to know how to bend an arm the wrong way? I can tell you a lot about it. You want to know how to pick up like heavy things off the floor? Like,
yeah,
I'm a wipeout, obviously.
Yeah, so from what I heard, the older you get, it's good to start implementing some weightlifting to keep those bones strong. Keep that bone density strong and prevent injury as you get older. But hey, man, you're still a youngin', man. I'm in my 40s, so I got to start thinking about that more.
If your bones aren't strong, that's how you get like ED as you get older and stuff, right?
Yeah. So how's training been? How's you catching up? Oh, ED. I don't have to worry about that. Was a late reaction. Sorry. I don't have to worry about that. I take care of business down there.
I wasn't talking about you, man. You made a kid, obviously.
Apparently, you know what I mean? My boys are still working.
No problems there.
Yeah. So how's training been for you? So you're saying you're doing 2 sessions a day. Are you obviously you're still doing the ITC thing, which I can't wait to go back to. Who else are you training with?
I mean, you probably heard that there was an exodus from New York. All like the Danaher guys left. So
Puerto Rico.
Henzo's is a little lighter than usual right now.
Mm-hmm.
I've been there like a handful of times since the exodus.
Yeah. But the gym is still there. It's open. They're still conducting classes, I guess, under whatever.
Yeah, it's just a matter of like, if you're trying to train with world-class athletes or become a world-class athlete or train under a world-class coach, it's a little, it's different. It's changed. Let's put it that way.
You just got to adapt, right? Go with the flow and just adapt.
Yeah. So I've been going to Matt Serra's gym in Long Island, like a couple times a week or whatever. Student, Jasmine?
Yes.
She's been giving me a ride. She's my Uber.
Jasmine, yeah.
So, and the head coach over there, Jason Rao, is like, frankly, one of the best jiu-jitsu guys in the world.
How often is Matt? How often is Matt the Terra Sarah in there?
I don't know, maybe like every other time I come-
When he's not in Fight Island or doing some commentating somewhere.
Dude, he's a character, man.
I know.
He's one of a kind. That's a
He
one of a
is.
kind guy. I'm so glad he's doing like a podcast and he's doing, I guess, like a Dana White
Yeah.
show or something. He has
Oh.
he needs to be like on TV.
Looking
You know
for
what
a
I'm saying?
fight. Looking for a fight. Yeah, I listened to his podcast with him and Jim Burton. He's pretty funny. He is definitely a personality.
He's a one man party.
He is.
You know?
I might have met him once or twice, but I haven't really gotten the chance to interact with him. I know one of the guys that used to train with us at Pure Heart, my boy, and I can't remember his name, but he trains out of Sarah's over in Long Island, and a couple of other heads. I know Calistine goes there. He mentioned going down there cross training with some guys. I mean, I guess if you're under the Henzo umbrella, you could go to Brooklyn, you could go to the city. You know, you got your options. You know.
Yes, sir.
So good, man. I'm glad you've been keeping busy. How's the ITC team going? How are they doing?
Really good. The schedule is a little messed up, you know what I'm saying? Just because we're trying to keep the different groups of people segregated, like between the Muay Thai and the Jiu-Jitsu programs and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's not like terribly interesting information, but it's like,
yeah,
maybe we're only training 3 nights a week, but we're training all night, you know? So it's like a little more quantity on a fewer amount of days. But the vibe is really good. There's a lot of new students. Everyone's like, honestly, just happy to be training at this point. We're getting everybody tested, you know?
Yeah. How often is everybody get? I mean, I'm gonna need to know this when I decide to get back in there. How often is everybody getting tested?
Yeah, we try to ask people to get tested once a month.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, everybody's getting that fucking shot. Which
dude, I'm blown away at the rollout of that stuff.
It's crazy. Like, you know, obviously this, you know, I don't like to get too political on this thing, but I just feel like there needs to be more research done. And listen, to each his own. If people want to get it, all power to you. But I just feel like there needs to be more trials and research and time for this thing to get developed. Like, it just came out like this, and everybody's just rushing out to get it. You know what I mean? I don't know about, you know, whatever. To each his own. I'm not gonna get into the rabbit hole with that shit, but
I see a lot of weird stuff, you know, like I see some some criticism of the vaccine, but I've never seen anything. I guess here's the thing is that even if there isn't some kind of immediate health risk that people can see, I guess something could develop long term or something. I don't really know anything about vaccines, man, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the ones we get as a kid when we're born, we don't have a choice of getting those. But as you're an adult, you get some options. You know, the flu shot. A lot of people opt out of that. I don't fuck with that.
Well, I guess you would only opt in. Like, I'm not getting flu shots. Why would I need it?
Right. Exactly. I mean, and there's so much information out there on how people can take care of their health, boost their immunity, all these different supplements. You know, eating right, eating clean. And it sucks that it took for this shit to happen for a lot of people to become more aware about how to take care of themselves and how to, you know, live cleaner and healthier, you know, give yourself some longevity.
Yeah, it is a good opportunity to have like sort of a national wake up call. Like when you look at who's considered like in the at-risk group as a population, the American population, it's like 40% of people or something are considered to be at risk or in like a high vulnerability group.
Yeah.
You know, like that, it says something that's not really, I haven't seen it talked about too often. It should be part of a larger national dialogue. There's just so much shit going on.
Yeah.
That I can't really like point the finger at anybody.
Uh-huh.
And at the same time, whatever like institution, the government, the media, someone like that, whoever's going to step up and be like, yo, we got to get our shit together. Like we're an unhealthy country. Then you got to hash out what that means. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what does that mean? Does it mean like we got to eat like less meat or we got to eat like more meat or like you have to get in there and talk about specifics. And that's when things get weird and you're going to have experts arguing about what the current state of the science is regarding like a healthy lifestyle, you know?
I get it, but I feel like also there should be a general consensus. Like, why is the media not pushing people to eat cleaner, or by cleaner I mean choose your own diet that works for you. I think it works for you as an individual. Like maybe some meat, a vegan diet or a vegetarian diet could be good for one person, but not good for another person, or all meat diet, so, or a keto diet or whatever. It depends on the individual, but I guess the general consensus should be people should be aiming to live healthier and exercise more, and and not fuck around with so much fast food. I mean, we're one of the most obese countries in the world for a reason, because everywhere you go, there's a fucking McDonald's.
We love Taco Bell, bro.
We love Taco Bell, Chick-fil-A. And listen, I'm not, I don't want to sound, I indulge in it every once in a while, but everything in moderation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. I just feel like the media is going so hard into pushing the fear that goes along with this, and everybody just, just being afraid to live their lives, and not pushing enough of the other narrative. Like everybody's flocking to get the vaccine. Cool, good for you. But what else are you doing about your health? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's kind of like you're putting a Band-Aid on a building with a shitty foundation.
Yeah.
Like we're not looking to patch up the drywall.
Yeah.
This building is like scheduled for demolition. This is part of a larger issue as an individual and as a nation.
Yeah.
But I guess, I mean, if you want to talk about the media, that's kind of like how they get eyes on whatever they're talking about and make ad revenue. You see it on, like, it's generally like, I would say, if you want to get into the political spectrum, and I won't go too deep into this because I don't want to get partisan, but
yeah,
if you look at the stuff that's more associated with like the left wing right now, it'd be like fear of the pandemic or something like that, even if it's just implied. And then if you look at the right wing stuff, I mean, it wasn't like Fox News was like everything is going to be okay. We're all, they put a fear in either like a left wing government or a progressive movement, or especially there was like a crime wave over the summer, and Fox News flips the fuck out if there's some kind of crime wave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just a matter of like which thing that this particular brand of the media is going to tell you what to be afraid of. But the thing that you do see in common is like that fear factor. I mean, it's how they make their money. So we shouldn't be surprised that that's what's going on. I don't know if this is going to turn into like political commentary.
No, it definitely. I don't know. We took a wrong turn somewhere. I don't want to focus on that, but we were talking about
to a jiu-jitsu guy talk about the government.
Yeah, no, listen. I'm not a fucking scholar. I'm no analyst. I'm just giving my opinion. This is what we're here to discuss opinions and stuff like that. But yeah, I definitely don't want to get too much into the political shit, because we could go on all day just ranting off about shit that we don't completely understand.
Yeah, dude. Just dummies, man.
Back to jiu-jitsu, man. Let's go back, because we never really discussed on a public platform. How has your journey been, like starting off? Did you start off with the Renzo team, like from the beginning? Did you come from another gym?
No, first time I trained, I was 17 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I was a senior in high school. I liked watching the UFC stuff. I thought it was cool. I played sports and stuff like that. So naturally, I wanted to do it. And I was most interested in like the early UFCs when people could do whatever the fuck they wanted. The newer stuff, like what was happening in 2006, dude? It was like Ultimate Fighter season 1 or 2 or something.
Yeah.
Like I guess I was part of that wave.
Yeah.
And Randy Couture was going to have a fight with like Vitor Belfort, like 1.0.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like pre-TRT.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy how those names stuck around.
Vitor. Yeah, when he was like fucking cut up and bulk.
Yeah, Pride was still a thing.
Yeah, Pride.
That was my organization that I was into. But whatever, I was into like Royce Gracie and winning stuff. This like little guy looked like a nerd.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
And I was into the grappling moves. I was fascinated with that because it was so foreign to me.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is the shit that I want to learn. And a little gym popped up. Josh Madama, purple belt. I think a Renzo Gracie purple belt or a Matt Serra purple belt, one of the two.
Okay.
There wasn't that many places to train during that time. So if you had a belt, it was probably from either directly from Renzo, who's kind of like the godfather of jiu-jitsu on the East Coast, or it's from, like one of his students like Ricardo Almeida or Matt Serra.
Yeah.
Like there just wasn't a whole lot of like diversity in the jiu-jitsu scene like there is today. Like Marcelo Garcia, didn't have a gym or whatever, and I started training there. It was all white belts, one blue belt who was like a god. I trained there for maybe 6 months, and through some kind of like misunderstanding, I got kicked out. They kicked me out of the school. Yeah, bro. I got kicked out. Yeah. From some like dumb shit that was
you had to smack somebody around a little bit and got kicked out for it?
Nah, dude. I trained at like another place that my friends were training at. It was a Muay Thai place.
They don't like that.
What's up?
They don't like that. Like when you cross
But no
train.
one told me. No one told me that. Yeah, and number one, like when I went into the place, I went in with my friend, and he did Muay Thai. I did Jiu-Jitsu, but it was two different. It wasn't like the same school. It was like two different programs. They shared the mat space, but like nothing else was together with what they were doing. And eventually, the Muay Thai guy left and went to a different spot.
Yeah.
No bad blood, as far as I can tell.
Right.
So I had a friend who was training over there, and they started an MMA program. There was no MMA program at the jiu-jitsu place that I was training at. And I went for like an MMA class over with my friend one time, just to train with my friend, And something happened where I wasn't there for like 2 weeks. I forget what it was. I was playing like sports in school. Maybe the season started or something, and I popped in.
Yeah.
And he like took me outside and was like, "Yeah, you're not welcome here anymore. You're training."
What?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, dude, it was awkward.
So tribal.
It was awkward, man. And like no one, he never told me not to train in other places, so I was like pretty blindsided about it. But and when I said his name, so I had to circle back to it. But I ended up talking to him again like years later, and like I don't know, we buried the hatchet and stuff. I ended up going and like teaching in class at his school. He helped me out a lot with like kind of the business side of things at like ITC, so it ended up being good.
Yeah.
And after getting kicked out of there, I went to train at a guy, Bill Scott is his name. He was a Ricardo Almeida black belt. So you see the diversity thing I was talking about before, and I was living in Jersey.
Yeah.
Like everyone comes from Renzo at the end of the day.
Right.
Like this time. So Ricardo Almeida is a Renzo Gracie black belt.
Yeah. He used to train Barbosa used to train with him for a while, right?
Yeah. A lot of MMA guys coming out of there. And then he was, the first guy I was training under, he was a purple belt. No colored ranks at all. One blue belt. One guy. It was like a god. And then when I went to this other place, it was also in my town, he was a black belt, and he had like 4 purple belts underneath him and like a ton of blue belts. And I was going in there and just getting like mauled, man. I remember very clearly I had 4 purple belts, and each one of them just like toyed with me.
Well, how much experience?
I was an athletic kid. I was like captain of the lacrosse team and shit. I grew up playing football and like all these contact sports.
Yeah.
So I was like one of the white belts that would give you problems.
Okay.
But these guys were just like toying with me. And then Bill Scott, he's a guy in like his 40s, who used to wrestle, black belt, just like beating up a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I felt when I rolled with Eddie Cummings a couple of times. I felt like I'd never trained a day of my life.
Yeah, well, he was one of the best, man, that I've ever trained with. He was one of the best I've ever trained with, man. Like, because I stopped in. I trained with Marcelo a bunch of times, and Mateus Diniz when I stopped in there.
Yeah, he's beast. Yeah.
A million guys, UFC champions coming through Renzo's. Of course, all the Danaher guys. And Eddie's on, he's on that like legend tier level.
Guy's a savage, but he's over at Unity now, so they're starting. Munch is over there too. I remember Munch from Marcelo days. I follow Munch on IG too. Yeah, hit him up every now and then. But he's doing his thing with striking now. He's doing some either Muay Thai or kickboxing matches.
He's trying to do like MMA or something. I don't know much about the guy, but Eddie, I heard he's not even training jiu-jitsu anymore.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Like period, like just not training at all? I
don't know, man. You got to get him on the podcast because I'd love to know what the fuck is going on.
I'd love to reach out to him. I don't know him like that. But I met Eddie through Kaplan. He came through with Otavia, and we got some Rosa in for a few times. But the guy's just like, he's got no gauge. Like he's just either off or he's on 100%.
1,000%. Yeah.
1,000%. Yeah.
2 speeds.
Yeah, exactly. But so what the fuck were we talking about? Oh, okay. So on your way coming up, you were getting mauled by these purple belts, and then eventually, how did you end up at Renzo's gym?
I was training in Jersey until I got to purple belt level. Got my purple belt there. Went to school in Pennsylvania, trained under a guy, Jason Ratchford, who ended up, way down the line, he ended up becoming a Renzo Gracie affiliate too, this is crazy how everything has come like full circle.
Yeah.
The Josh Madama guy basically ended up training under Danaher, taking private lessons. I would like be the uke for the private lessons and stuff. It's weird how everything ended up back at Renzo's. But whatever, dude. So
that's when Danaher still had hair. Those were his hair days.
No, I actually got there after the hair departed.
After the hair departed. Okay.
Yeah.
When he went Super Saiyan and just started throwing the rash guard on all day, every day.
I heard he's been doing that, man. I don't know. So, yeah. Well, I ended up. I wanted to train in New York, and my aunt, dude, I didn't end up in New York on purpose. My aunt, she lives in Connecticut. She wanted me to help her with like some little side gig company that she was starting, and she needed some like graphic design work. I was like, all right, I'll do some graphic design work. And I was like an amateur graphic designer. I could draw, use like Photoshop or whatever. And I went up for like 2 weeks. And during that 2 weeks, I was just driving from Connecticut to New York and training different places. And while I was doing that, like one of my dad's old friends, he had a construction company and he needed someone to work at a construction company. So I started working construction in New York, like randomly. Yeah, dude, it was weird.
Like a jack of all trades.
Yeah, Machete had a lot of different things, but good at jiu-jitsu.
There you go. Yeah, definitely.
I studied philosophy in school, man. I'm built for construction,
Yeah, right.
That was the job I was qualified for, and apparently doing graphic design. So
I remember. Yeah, I know. I need a logo. I need a new logo. Hook me up.
yeah, bro.
Okay, so I remember when I first started with you guys over there, you were a brown belt still, and so you had gotten your black belt recently, right? Like maybe 2-3 years ago.
Well, I got it it would be like 3 years ago in whatever, the summer.
Right. But you're
mentioned Eddie. Me and him got he got a stripe on his black belt. I got my black belt on the same day from Renzo.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. I remember seeing the video when Renzo himself gave you the black belt.
Yeah, I tried to make him spank me with the belt.
Do you guys have to
forget?
Do black belts have to go through that fucking gauntlet that blue belts have to go through? It gets
dude, they don't do that.
That's an old school thing.
Dude, I mean, I don't know why we do that, man. I mean, don't you get fucked up enough on the way there?
I know. Do you remember when I fucked my knee up training one day and I was out for like a couple months?
No. What happened?
I don't know. I was rolling with this white belt. He was a little spazzy. It was in the gi.
That's always part of the story, isn't it?
A spazzy white belt. I'd rather
roll. So I was rolling with this white belt. You know it's going to end in an injury.
Dude, I'd rather roll with a purple belt or a brown belt where I know I'm going to get my ass kicked, but at least they know what the fuck they're doing, than roll with a crazy spazzy white belt that I might get hurt. I might get hurt. But anyway, so like I was saying, you're a competitive black belt. You're not just like teaching. Well, you're also teaching, but you're also competing, and you're doing super fights. You're doing tournaments, and you're actually training the students as well to be competitive and to do super fights and stuff like that. Man, we had recently a few. Pompos just fought. John Calistine got a super match coming up. I think it hasn't. I don't think it's passed yet. Danny's fighting this Saturday. Danny Maldonado. You got a match.
Look at those guys going to Florida.
Yeah, they're going to Florida, Puerto Rico. Are you planning to go to Puerto Rico to get some rounds?
I mean, I don't have like dates in mind and stuff, but I definitely have to go down there at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, all the killers are down there. Your boy Gordon's smacking people around. about to get do a MMA with what's it? One championship.
Learned that from the Puerto Ricans, man. He wasn't doing that before he went to Puerto Rico.
Yo, he's gonna be walking
That's
around
a Puerto
with a
Rican thing, that bitch slap.
That's yo. When I saw that, I was like, "What the fuck is this? Like, are they trying to set up like a combat jiu-jitsu fight with Eddie Bravo on the low? What's going on?"
That was like some pro wrestling shit, dude.
That was crazy, man. Hopefully, they could see themselves. Like, I think Alvao's done some MMA, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
maybe they could
He has
see
like
each other.
11 fights, man.
There you go. Let them see each other in the cage. See what happens.
Yo, do you see the press release that he did?
Wait. No, I didn't. Wait, Galvao?
Galvao, yeah.
No, I didn't. He did a press release.
It was interesting.
Send me the link. I want to see it. Not this second, but I want to see it.
Yeah, dude. He I don't know, man. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna make an announcement. We're gonna have I'm gonna do a live video on Friday, 7 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like an infomercial for his online training program.
Oh man.
How to get slapped, dude. Enter the system.
How to get slapped. Damn, that's fucking crazy, man.
I shouldn't be talking shit, man. He is an ADCC super fight, multiple times.
Well, yeah, he's a legend, but it's something about getting slapped. It's like you're getting your manhood checked there.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It could be somebody with no fight training.
Yep.
At all, but you get smacked. I don't know, man. It's time to throw down. You know what I mean?
You gotta, even if you're gonna get your ass kicked.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, it's on video, so it's not like you could really talk your way out of it. But I don't know, man. Let's see what comes out of this. Hopefully, there's a good match on the way, or they could do something with fucking Logan Paul on the card and do a boxing match. I don't know. Who the fuck knows anymore?
That's a really good point, dude.
They're doing all these promotional fights now. Logan Paul's Jake Paul's about to fight Ben Askren. I'm rooting for Askren, but his hands aren't the best. I think I got better hands than Askren. For God's sake.
It's a low bar. It's a low bar, man.
But he's a professional fighter, though. He's got the fighter's mentality. So who knows?
After this podcast, all these guys are gonna find us and kick our asses.
That's fine. I'm in a
We're gonna have Askren and Galvao knocking on our door.
Yeah. Come to Queens, motherfucker. Nah, I'd love to have you on. Hey, listen, I'd love to have you guys on. We'll fucking chop it up too. So what else, Coach? What else? Are you still doing any of the Zoom classes, or everything's in person now?
I offered to do it, but after we started doing like the Park Jitsu thing, there wasn't as much interest.
Yeah.
Dude,
I tried.
I'd still do it if people were interested.
The Park Jitsu thing was successful. Like, I saw a big turnout. It was nice.
It was huge, man. The vibe was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's coming to train. It's a Saturday and we're doing open mat for 4 hours and drinking White Claws.
You think you might do that again this summer?
Oh, definitely, man. Get the grill going on like a Saturday or something.
Yeah.
Do some sumo drills. People were really interested in it too.
Yeah, I saw that day I bumped into you guys. You had a nice group there. I don't know how you fucking have patience.
30 people some days, which, for a small mat space in a little park is huge.
How do you move those mats around, though?
You strap them to the top of a Subaru and have your friend drive them over.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I was an ass, dude, to do that shit every day. Twice a day, man, I was doing morning classes. People wanted morning classes.
Man, I tried doing, I think I peeked my head into one of the Zoom classes, and I had the grappling dummy there. I was like, my big heavy ass sucks with this grappling dummy. Like, it just kept falling apart. I need the resistance. I need somebody there to give me that resistance.
Yeah, it's better. Dude, if you didn't want to train with resistance, you'd be doing Aikido.
Exactly. And you'd be a fucking master like Sensei Steven Seagal. You know what I mean?
Dude, I aspire to
put some respect. Put some respect on his name.
I got to get those glasses that he wears, Grow my hair out to a ponytail.
Yeah.
You got some look that I can rock?
Somebody did a video on him. What happened to Steven Seagal? It showed all his movies, and then it showed like step by step how his shit just started going downhill, and then he gained all that weight, and he's fucking doing shows as a sheriff. He's like a sheriff somewhere, fucking arresting people. Yeah, he was doing that a few years ago. But man, I'd like to add that to the arsenal. Learn some Aikido.
I love those dresses that they wear. That
Yeah,
stuff's hot.
that was really dope. So yeah, what do you have in store after this? Like, are you looking to get back in there, turn it around quickly? Any more get tournaments? What do you have in mind?
We'll see what happens, man. There's nothing on the schedule right now. It's we're definitely in a weird spot, given the pandemic. There's not a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
If you want to compete, you got to fly yourself to Florida or Texas.
Yeah.
Or someplace like that. It's a real pain in the ass. It's a real pain in the ass right now.
It sucks. How much long you think we got to deal with this shit?
I mean, if you asked me a year ago, I wouldn't have told you a year, so I don't even want to speculate right now. But it feels like stuff's opening up more and more. More and more people are getting the vaccine, even if you don't want to get it. Everyone else is, you know, which is great for me. It's going to help gyms open back up.
Oh yeah, that for sure. That's one positive out of that, because places are going to start opening up and they'll loosen all these fucking restrictions that they got everywhere. I mean, New York is bad, but I hear California is just the worst. Like,
what's going on there?
California is just like stay at home. I don't know if they've loosened it up now, but before, when it was at its peak, it was just like basically had no rights out there. Like, you know, and people were just fucking go crazy if they see somebody without a mask. You could be in an open park somewhere, somebody sees you from down the block without a mask, they'll start yelling at you like, calm the fuck down, bro. Anyway, just one of my rants.
This is the same guy who doesn't come to jiu-jitsu because he's got to be COVID careful.
Well,
same guy, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, but there's a reason for that. There's a special reason for that. It's because I got a kid on the way, but once he pops out, you know, I'm gonna take as many precautions as I can to get back in there. I do want to get back in there for sure. That's definitely, and I will be going back to ITC. I like the team. I want to give the team a shout out, man. Bunch of nice people. They're there to help you. You know, Coach Quinn is very detailed with his instructions, and I'm giving you guys a plug. And we got a good team there, man. Everybody's nice there from what I've experienced, you know.
Yeah, I got lucky. With a bunch of students.
Yeah, man. It's a good look. So anything you want to shout out, Coach? Any plugs, any shout outs, anything like that?
Yeah, man, of course. Shout out to Jason Rao and Matt Serra, because they've been letting me train over there. So I'm real happy for that. I don't know what I'd be doing. I'd be getting worse at jiu-jitsu instead of better as time goes on. Shout out to Jasmine for being my Uber.
She's gonna send you a bill at the end of the month.
Yeah.
Send you that. Gotta give her that 5-star rating.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, she should do it professionally. She's really good at it.
At Ubering, Ubering or jiu-jitsuing. I know she's done some super fights.
Yeah, she's been
like some matches here
and
there.
Pretty active.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I got a good group of students that they're always out like trying to compete.
Yeah.
Everyone's fat right now, including me. So
shit.
I'm doing like my super plate is a weight class up from what I normally do. You know what I'm saying?
What weight class?
205. I usually do 185.
Okay. Yeah, John. Well, not even John Jones anymore. I was gonna say John Jones. You're a 205er now. You're a big boy.
No, you know the guys.
I'm a fat boy. I'm a fat boy. You're a big boy.
What are you weighing?
You don't
what are you drinking, bro? I see lime in there. You drinking a mojito or something?
Nah, dude. It's lime. This is what I'm saying. I'm on my healthy shit.
Oh shit!
It says my lime infused water. It's not. I'm still actually at work. Theoretically, I'm working. I work remotely, so.
Oh, you're getting paid right now?
Yeah, man. I'm getting paid to fucking work from home.
I like that.
I can't complain, brother. You know, I can't complain. But I definitely want to build the podcast channels up and get some, you know, some momentum going. And I appreciate all the guests, and I appreciate you guys coming on board and just shooting the shit. And you know, and you're welcome anytime. And I appreciate it, man. And you're what do you call it? I hope to see you guys soon. Maybe I would say August-ish, you know, summertime-ish. But I will be heading. I will be heading to the park though before that. So.
Oh yeah.
You guys will probably see me there with my fucking jogging pants and, you know, my doing some weights or whatever, running.
Come say hi.
running the track or whatever. But thanks for stopping by, Coach. Good to see you, man. And tell everybody I said what's up.
Of course, Altos.
All right, I'll be in touch.
We all miss you.
Yes, sir. I miss you guys too, man.
I'll see you in August, apparently.
More or less. Maybe before. Who knows? I don't know. The kid is coming out in July, dude. I got to play my cards right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't get the lady sick. I want to be careful and, just keep it cool. But in the meantime, I'm going to practice my karate. I'm going to practice my katas and
break some boards, bro.
Break some boards and you know what I'm saying? Just so when I come back, I'm not too out of shape.
All right, Saltos, thank you for having me.
Thank you, brother. Peace. Later.